Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. We have entered or re-entered the era of Shaman Stone in Hearthstone. Evolve Shaman is the current meta tyrant that, stuff just happens when that deck is being played. However, if you want to play Shaman, but you want to be on the side of everything that is good and righteous, then I have a deck for you. This is a deck that I used this season for my Legend climb. It's a Control Shaman deck. I had a 75% win rate with this deck actually. It was doing extremely well. And the deck is tailored to contest those pesky Evolve Shamans and decks like that. So, one card that I really like to play in a Control Shaman deck is Galakrond the Tempest. You don't really need to invoke your Galakrond, that's not the point. In fact, the only invoke card that I run in this deck is Invocation of Frost. Freeze an enemy, invoke Galakrond. And that is mostly just so that when that Evolve Shaman has their box spine knuckles, you can freeze their face and prevent them from evolving stuff for a turn. Galakrond's main value is that Galakrond allows you to generate 2-1 rush minions every single turn, and that makes a huge difference over a long game, where you can just use them for removal and you can use them to mount some threats on the board. There's also Gronk's Dragonhoof in this deck, which can tutor for your Galakrond, or unleash a devastation once you're in Galakrond form. I'm also running a small dragon package in this deck. I don't really like Lightning Storm. I need some sort of early removal so that I can contest those boards that Evolve Shaman can build, and Lightning Breath has been my choice. It's a little bit unreliable in this one because there's only 4 dragons, because I only put in the good dragons. 2 Cobalt Spellkins. Spellkin gives you those 1-cost spells, they can be really useful. There's a lot of good 1-cost spells available for Shaman. And a pair of Evasive Worms, because that Rush, again, having the ability to remove stuff, is very useful. If you happen to have a dragon in hand, then Lightning Breath deals 4 damage to 3 minions, so really good at clearing some of those earlier boards in the game. Sometimes you have to spend Lightning Breath just to kill a single minion, but that's not a disaster either. Overall, this deck is mostly just removal, and well, then there is Galakrond. It doesn't have a lot of threats, so you just have to wear out your opponent. And one important part of doing that is Hearthstone Scheme. Deal 1 damage to all minions. Hearthstone Scheme is one of the most important cards also to keep in your mulligan, because Hearthstone Scheme is only really useful when it gets to grow. So drawing Hearthstone Scheme early, that's like the main thing that I don't like about Control Shaman. Drawing Hearthstone Scheme early is a very important skill to have. And I often hard mulligan even for Hearthstone Scheme so that I can get that in my hand and I can get that growing, and that can then answer multiple threats. I'm also running the nowadays, is that even a tech choice anymore? I'm not sure. Anyway, double Cobalt Sticky Fingers. Just taking away weapons from your opponents is very, very good. And of course that also means that they can't get the weapon back with Horde Pillager, so all the better. This would also be some of the cards that I would keep in my mulligan against something like an Evolve Shaman, Hearthstone Scheme, Cobalt Sticky Finger, maybe something like Lightning Breath. Or if I was up against a Rogue, I would tend to keep a single copy of Hex, just so that I can answer an early Edwin or Questing Adventure or the like. Overall, I had a pretty good time playing this Shaman deck. I had a lot of fun with this one, and if you want to play Shaman and you want to be on the side of good, then this is a potential deck for you as well. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also support the content that I create by joining as a member here on YouTube or joining as a subscriber on Twitch, where I live stream regularly. And now, let's go take a look at Control Shaman in action. Okay, I think we can keep this hand. Let's try. Hi RNG Ahmet. Suitable name for someone who watches Hearthstone. Great choice, great choice. So many classes are dead. Yeah, they needed to nerf Shaman and Warrior alongside Hunter and Demon Hunter, because then they would have nerfed the 4 classes that were by far ahead of everyone else. That would have left Paladin, right? Maybe. But Paladin's a little bit more one-dimensional anyway. So I've got some stuff here. Not sure if it's enough stuff. But it's stuff. What if there's Bloom? No, there can't be Bloom weapon next turn yet. I kind of want to try to freeze the face when they would want to swing with the weapon. That's the current plan. I wish I can draw a dragon. so that I could Lightning Breath next turn. That's what I would really want to do. I'll just draw another Lightning Breath. Yep, that's the problem sometimes. I think I just need to hero power and chill for the time being. Careful, careful. They could bloom the weapon, of course. There are only 4 dragons in the deck, maybe that's not enough.
Blood and plunder.
Okay. That's interesting. So I can just Lightning Breath those 3 minions away now. Leave them with just 1 minion. They wouldn't have played the Corsair if they had the weapon in hand though. So weapon is not in hand. Weapon was not in hand last turn. Has it been found now? There was an extra draw from the whelp. I kind of don't want to spend the coin too early so that I could get some walking fountain value. Invocation of Frost is a little... Maybe I'll just go for a Hex here. But once there are those really big minions, how do I handle them if I don't have a Hex? I think I need to Hex that. Let's give it a try. Turn that into a 0-drop. Has the weapon been found?
Here for a good time.
Didn't find a weapon, just a revolve. Okay. So I could scheme these to prevent a Sea Giant being played. Feels bad to spend a scheme though. So I think I may have to. I think I have to scheme. So they don't get to play a Sea Giant here. I have another scheme growing, but it takes some time. Can they still get a Sea Giant? They shouldn't be able to get a Sea Giant down there, no. I don't think it's possible. So then I Lightning Breath the Hares. With an Invocation of Frost I could also guarantee that weapon cannot be used next turn. But there could be a second revolve. I still think I can take a bit of a chance with the Invocation here. I haven't found a Sticky Finger. There's 2 Sticky Fingers. I need those Sticky Fingers. Starts to get to a point where Sea Giants can be played. I'll try this. Because there hasn't been a weapon. But if there's a weapon top deck... I mean there's four ways to get a weapon because it can also be the Custodian. That can be combined with a weapon immediately. 4 minions on the board means the Sea Giant can be played. Cannot be evolved, but it can be played. Artyom, what do you think of Paladin now? Good but boring. Yeah, good but boring is quite an apt description of Paladin indeed. There was the weapon. It was there all along. This wasn't the top deck card. What? It wasn't even the top deck card. Okay, well, I'm obviously going to freeze the Shaman's face so that they cannot swing at the weapon again. Then what else? I'm going to play the Spellkin now.
A simple spell.
Can I overload myself? This one kills that one. That's a 2-drop. That's a 2-drop. This one kills that. There could be a broomstick and there could be things.
Such choice.
I think I don't overload. But I would need to find the sticky finger before this weapon is destroyed. 2 sticky fingers in this deck. But I didn't find either of them in the top 12 cards. I need a sticky finger before the weapon is destroyed so that it couldn't be regained with the Horde Pillager. There's the Sea Giant. I can torrent the Sea Giant. I played a spell this turn. There could be a broomstick. That's not a broomstick. Oh, that was a little annoying. I didn't find a single sticky finger. I still want to torrent the Sea Giant away. And I want to play a Walking Fountain. This is going to kill the 4-drop. And I'm supposed to be care of the 2-drops. Like that. There's still another Sea Giant left, there's still another Coaster left, there's still another Hare left, there's still 2 Mogus. And now the Shaman gets the weapon rolling. Things are just getting much more difficult for me. Well, those attacks were really useless now when you do it like that, because I just healed that up. Okay. I can scheme that board, right? There's also the option to Earthquake and leave the scheme growing. Because scheme can eventually handle giants, whereas Earthquake can never handle giants. I think that's an Earthquake. I actually don't want to play a Totem. I don't want minions on the board to make giants and Mogus even cheaper. But now there will be many more weapons, because I couldn't find the weapon stealing card to take away the initial one, so Horde Pillagers will be coming now.
What more can I ask for?
I knew that. But then what? Well, I kind of knew that. Pirate, I've been experimenting with Control Shaman. That will turn into a 6-drop. My Haggadah scheme deals 6 at the moment. Is that enough? I probably want to draw the Galagrond now, because drawing in general is good. The Squelch will destroy you. I'll just grab that Galagrond here and wait for now. I have this 7 damage scheme, and I can supplement that with Hex, Lightning Bolt. I should be able to handle even some Sea Giant or Mogu boards. These are unlikely to have more than 7 health. That's going to be a 6-drop, so it will have some, but... That 6-4 is a little annoying, actually. Well, I could silence it. Now I see both Sea Giants, but no Mogus yet. I silence this one. Do I then play the scheme? Or do I just use a Walking Fountain? I can also Invocation of Frost on the Shaman. That could work out, right? Earthshock on this one. Invocation of Frost on the Shaman. Prevent another Evolve from next turn. This one kills that one. Actually become Galagrond now. And trade like that. So there's a 4-drop and a 2-drop left. Now I'm in Galagrond form. So now I can get minions that can actually attack every single turn. So I can handle smaller stuff. Shaman cannot attack this turn. This turn they can't evolve yet. Note Taker with Hex can be useful a little later. This turn will now be the Walking Fountain, which will kill these minions. There's a chance of a Mogu that goes for a value trade and then gets evolved if I use Galagrond's Fury. But the Shaman ends up admitting defeat at the hands of the control deck. I didn't expect to see any priests anywhere. But yeah, I don't think I have any tools to fight against priest with this one. I would have to fatigue them. But you can't even fatigue them because they never draw anyway. I don't draw, they don't draw. Anything that I can Note Taker. Note taking Hexes or Torrents, so Witches Brews, none of those are effective. Do I feel threatened about the Nasmani? These priest decks are based on random junk. But do I let the Nasmani stay? I think I have to spend the coin and hex the Nasmani now. Because I couldn't set up a good torrent play for next turn. I can still get more hexes with the Note Taker, maybe. No dragons in hand. Priest has... No, that was the random one cost spell. There could be a stealing cards to steal my Groundskeeper. I still think I'll try to play the Groundskeeper here and see what happens. And it have to be exactly the Acolyte and the Wave of Apathy. And I know that the random one cost spell was not Wave of Apathy. This cannot be deathed or anything. That was a surprising move. Priest will not have any weapons, of course.
Out of my garden.
I think I can play a Sticky Finger on the board. Just get a bit of board presence here. See what happens next. I have the Witch's Brew. So if this game goes all the way to fatigue, can I keep my health up? Do I have enough removal to kill everything that the priest has? But priest is also generating a bunch of random stuff and maybe stealing mine. Sometimes they don't run that much stealing packages though, because they rely on that random stuff. We'll see. I think I still need my... Would the double hex be useful at some point? It still might. It still might. I'll just lightning breath that one. I'll totem hit the priest in the face a little. I mean, priests don't run thought steals, so they only can get random thought steals, and that's not very likely. It's possible, but it's not very likely. Don't invoke my Galagrond. Probably, yeah. Would I like an extra copy of Torrent? It's not bad. I need to do a little bit of board development. I can grab an extra copy of Torrent, it's okay. Get to deal a little bit of damage. Could it be a Highlander Priest? That's really unlikely. It's possible though. I don't particularly mind the Pyromancer. Okay, not a Highlander Priest because there's 2 copies of Apotheosis. That is good to know. So now I fully expect my board to be cleared. There was that one Hex, so they got Wandmaker. They could have gotten a Spellkin. They didn't necessarily get the Hex. So Spellkin Wandmaker is the worst case scenario. Wandmaker Frog is the best case scenario, right? Something like that. I can just become Galagrond now. Use that power to kill the Pyromancer. That will give me some small minions that I can use on many of the later turns as well. Priest might run Delusia. We'll have to see about that later. Nah, they got the Spellkin, that was the best roll. Getting the Spellkin was the best possible scenario. They got both of these minions and not the frog, so they won big time with the race dead. That's tough. Maybe a little Earthquake is fine. Roll 2-1 minion on the spot. Okay. I haven't seen any of the Veil Weavers yet. Here comes the first Veil Weaver. Ah, they were able to roll another Embalming Ritual. That's really good rolling.
A simple spell.
Third Cobalt Spellkin too. So they can get another 2 random spells maybe. Okay, well that didn't give them another random spell, that's good. My ways to remove the Setek are a little limited. But some ways do exist. I guess I can drop a Tidal Wave into this. I mean, Priest isn't known for building whiteboards. So Tidal Wave allows me to kill the Setek. There's 1 race dead left, of course. There's now 2 random spells from that Setek. Then there's another Setek coming. Alright, it came already. A little bit soon, okay. The 3rd random Embalming Ritual. And then random Apotheosis as well. Not bad, not bad. 3 random spells in hand now. Ah, generating some value randomly. That's nice, but at least it doesn't give more Setek cards right now. Not as much value as I had feared. I could save the scheme still. It's not a Highlander Priest either. Okay, so I can simply torrent this one away. I can lurker this Setek. I can use the Galagrond Hero Power. This Galagrond Hero Power is one of the keys to playing Control Shaman. Because that just gives you ways to respond to things actively. You can do things all the time. You can't do that if you're with your regular hero power. But this Galagrond Hero Power gives you ways to actually do things. So now I have, maybe I have already seen all the Seteks. That's possible. So Illusia would be a big deal, because Illusia could steal my Witch's Brew. That's a pretty nice minion. Is that something that I want to hex? There aren't any like main deck hex targets in that deck. It's unlikely that they would discover a lot of dragons with death rattles. So I suppose that's something that I can hex here. And I can kill the frog to put more bad stuff into the raised pool again. Let's try that. 3 random spells, random dragon, random 1 cost spell. 4 main deck cards in hand. Oh, that was a good one. Didn't even resurrect any frogs. A little sad about that. On the other hand, it didn't resurrect any Zetek Veil Weavers either, but I'm happy about that. Should I use the Earthquake to handle this? And I think I can. Save the Walking Fountain for something more important. Just Earthquake them away. Okay. The Resurrect pool has a lot of Wound Makers and Spellkins now. There's one Raise Dead left. There's still another 2 random Priest spells. There was another Mass Resurrection, and this one actually gave another Veil Weaver. So now they're going to play some 1-cost spell to get more random spells. If they manage to pick up Powered Shield, they probably do, and pick up more stuff. Okay. Well, I can at least kill this Zetek. So only 1 random spell from that random stuff. So far so good. Let's see about my 1-cost spells here. A Revolve. Might do something eventually. Would I use an Urchok here? I don't think I would. I think I'll Torrent the 3/5. And just use 2 of these to trade away the Zetek. I'll leave my 3/5 up, although now they probably will start some stealing operations. Definitely looks like a steal-focused list because of the double Spellkin. Some pretty big things so far. I might Revolve that. I think this might be one of the best uses of Revolve that I'm going to see here. So then it becomes a 3-drop. So it's value trade. Hero power, right? That's a 2-drop. Then I'll Revolve these. Well, it became a 1/6, so I actually can't kill it. Well, it's fine. I mean, the vast majority of 3-drops would have, of course, died to the Lightning Breath. But this is not too bad. This is acceptable. That was a lot of value from just a couple of random spells. 2 Mass Resurrections and a Idle Yashuraj. Madame could give them the Witch's Brew, which would mean that the Fatigue battle suddenly looks a little weaker for me. There's still 2 random spells left. Okay, that was a random wave of Apathy, so there's still the 2 main deck waves of Apathy left. More Raising Dead. Kronks is pretty sweet. Would I use the Kronks here? I guess I could. Kronks and Hero Power clears the board. Do Kronks and Hero Power to clear this swap. So what did they get from the Resurrection? I mean, the most likely cards are Wand Makers and Cobalt Spellkins. It's bad if they get Zeteks. How many Zeteks I've killed? Like 5. Something like that, maybe. Then there's also that one Dragon. And there's going to be another Draconic Studies. And I'm really worried about the card from my hand as well. Okay, they got a Cobalt Spellkin. That will be the 4th Cobalt Spellkin in this game. That's a lot of value. That's definitely a lot of value. I've only seen 1 Renew. There's another Renew left. I'll still wait for the Priest to heal up. Okay, those are random Renew as well. Alright. So that's plenty of random stuff. Is Fist of Radan too slow? Yeah, and it's terrible right now because it's a heavy weapon removal meta. Everyone runs like double weapon removal. So you just don't get a lot of value from your fist. Or you just have to like time it with the 1-cost spells or something. Ah, that was the 4th random embalming ritual. 4th time is the charm, as they always say. There's also still Soul Mirror left. Priest just has so many resources, don't they? They do indeed. I could of course silence this and kill it with the Lightning Breath. Push 6 to the face. There should still be a Karsh coming at some point. Kind of would want to silence that one. Maybe I just kill it. Another pair of Spellkins, but is there going to be an Illusia in that deck? Illusia can be a real problem. Taking away my Witch's Brew in particular. Oh no, they were able to... So this is the like 6th Veil Weaver now. Really unfortunate that they were able to get another Veil Weaver again. But how many random spells can they get from it? That's 2 so far. They might be able to get quite a few. That's like 6 Veil Weavers or something now. Ah, and that would be the 5th random embalming ritual. I see, I see. Too bad I don't have a dragon here. I'm still reluctant to spend the silence. Oh no, they have 4 random spells again. The majority of their hand is random stuff. I do need to kill the Veil Weaver once again. I think I'm killing the Wand Maker too. Alright, we survived the 6th Veil Weaver and the 5th Embalming Ritual. But there's still that dragon. And then there's still another Dragonic Studies left. So the Priest has a lot of resources. And there's that one card that was discarded from my hand and I'm really worried that it could be a Witch's Brew. That would be my main concern. And also if there is an Illusia in that deck. That could do some nasty things as well. There's at least one more stealing card, right? I think it's exactly one more stealing card. Another Cabal Acolyte. No Cabal Acolytes were raised dead. Received from the raised dead. Ah, that was just a walking fountain. Now that's a relief. Scheme could kill it. But what about those dragons that are still coming? I'm still worried about them as well. What if there are ways to copy that one? I just need to freeze it for now. Kill off the Pyromancer. Hero power and chill a little. Eventually. And some more random stuff. Is that a problem? Okay, that's not a problem. Good. Let's hit away the Divine Shield. I'll scheme that board. So that was not yet a problem. But there are other things that can be problems in the near future. There's still that dragon. There's still 4 random spells in hand. And if there's an Illusia, then I suppose the Priest will win with my Witch's Brew. Well, that will cast a 1 damage Hagata scheme. Okay. That was the random dragon. So there's still the real Morozond left, but it was not in hand right now. So Evasive Worm and the Hero Power can handle the Morozond there, like that. This will probably be stolen though. There's still 1 Cabal Acolyte left. So this will be stolen. Then there will be a Soul Mirror at some point. 4 random spells right now. Oh. Didn't want to commit too much yet. Illusia will come at some point. I put Spellkin here. Kill off the minion. Hit face a little. So I'm 1 deeper into fatigue. Neither of us have drawn at all. Does Priest have Illusia in the deck? It's still possible. Priest wanted to draw. That was a small surprise, but this is what I have been saving the Urchok for, this Karj. So that's what I've been saving this Urchok for. I'm the Urchok. And kill off the Karj. Priest still has the Soul Mirror left. And there's 1 more steel combo left.
Can you get a spell?
Is it too early to use a Groundskeeper? Using a Groundskeeper can be okay. Let's do that one. Now there's a random dragon in hand again. And then there's the main deck Murozond is left. I've only seen the random Murozond. 2 more random spells. Soul Mirror.
I bring life.
Oh, that's a pretty good one. So that'll be 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. But then there will still be the Soul Mirror. That's okay. I'll kill off the Alex. And I do get to push 7 damage here.
Almost out of cards.
Murozond, Soul Mirror, a couple of random cards. Need to take it easy. So Priest has 7 cards remaining, I have 8 cards remaining. With all that random generation, I have still been able to push more than the Priest so far. What if there is an Illusia? Do I want to heal the Fool now? I know there is a Soul Mirror. There's a Soul Mirror, there's a Steel, there's a Murozond. I actually can't use the Witch's Brew because Murozond will... No, it's only repeatable this turn. How does it work? Summons the Note Taker. Then Priest can play Witch's Brew, right? That's actually an interesting position. I'm uncertain how I should act in this position.
Dance, puppet, dance.
Okay, not a big deal. Just summon a Walking Fountain here. And Hero Power. Walking Fountain kills these 2 and heals me up. Hero Power minion kills that one. Priest can play the Murozond now. Murozond gives the Priest a Walking Fountain.
You think this is your time? It is mine.
And I'm going to scheme those away. What if Priest plays Illusia next? And gets my Witch's Brew. That's a problem, isn't it? What does the Priest have left? Now seeing the Acolytes. There's a Cleric of the Scales. There could be an Illusia. And there's Nasmani, right? And I'll have to kill the Morozond. But now if the priest plays the illusion and steals the Witch's Brew, is that enough for the priest to win? Okay.
Let me change your mind.
Oh, there was a Cabal Shadow Priest. I didn't see that coming, to be honest. I really didn't. Nasmani and Cleric. Something like that, I think. I just want to hit into the Cabal Shadow Priest here to heal up more. I think I do, yeah. Let's just heal up a little bit. But what if there is an Illusia now? Illusia steals the Witch's Brew. And that wins the game. If there's Illusia, I will actually lose now. Yeah. I needed to spend the Witch's Brew. Then I would have won. There's Illusia and Nasmani, and Illusia steals the Witch's Brew and Note Taker, and then it wins. Right? I've only seen one Cleric of Scales. I'm really confused now. Can the deck run only one Cleric of Scales and only one Nasmani? There's one card left that I don't know what it is. I think I have to play it like this.
You have been.
Let's see what's going to happen next. I kept the dragon because I had the lightning breath. Just that lightning breath can do a lot of clearing against the hunter. Why didn't it have its own gala? Priests don't run Galagron nowadays anymore. It's out of fashion. Priests just run that Nasmani, Zetek Veilviewer. They just want to generate junk. They don't want to generate good minions. That is no longer the priest way. Well, I literally have no response to that. Hunter will of course hero power now. I kind of don't want to spend my lightning breath yet. I just want to get on this board now. Hunter will still hero power this turn. Almost certainly. Give more protection to the Face Stalker. Oh, that's a good one. It's going to be a big petting zoo. Which I guess I could answer with the scheme. I could lightning breath these minions away. The problem is that there could be a snake trap and there could be pack tactics. If there's both of those, are the snakes always summoned here and the copy next to the minion? Was that how it works? Let's check it out.
Ooh, bet there's something great inside.
No snakes. Let me lightning breath those away. There's still, I mean, it's still 2 3/3 minions from the petting zoo. It's still not bad. So explosive trap misdirection, it's probably open the cages, isn't it? That seems like a likely secret. Trying Control Shaman, how has it been today? I'm currently 5-1 with this deck. But I played some viewer decks in between and I lost all the games with those. So that caused me to lose some ranks. Big Wolpertingers. That's tough. That's really tough. Because now I will probably have to scheme these. And this could still even be a Highlander deck. That's tough. But I have to... I just can't take that. That's like 11 damage right there. I'll have to scheme those. But now Petting Zoo. Secret into Petting Zoo. Summons 3 trees. Place the secret that was discovered and then Petting Zoo. As long as that secret is not the same secret as the one that was pulled from the deck. Has Lurker been performing? Lurker is a great card. I wish I could draw it right now.
If power is what you seek,
Oh no, it is a Highlander deck. It is a Highlander deck indeed. That's going to be tough. Because now I know that Bran will come on turn 8. That's the Bran, unless Bran was already in hand. I mean, you don't run Polkelt in the version with Dragon Queen Alexstrasza, right? You only run Polkelt in the version with Bran. Bran as the top-end card, I mean. Assuming it's Highlander. I guess it could be a face deck. It's unlikely. Then that could have been Dragonbane. Well, I can take that. I want to try to attack first, right? Yeah, even if it hits me in the face for 5. Basically doesn't run the one with Discover a Secret. Yeah, probably. Probably doesn't. Rifle wasn't the card that was drawn after Polkelt, so that's probably Bran, and next comes the Dragonbane. So many secrets. I'll try to attack, see what happens. Some explosives. It's okay. Then we take the rifle. Do I want to hit them in the face, or do I want to hold back? I want to hit them in the face because they could have weapon removal and stuff. I guess it's misdirection time. Alright. Now I have a Hunter Secret too. And the Hunter Secret means that King Crush is not delivering damage to my face immediately. There can still be a freezing trap there. Dragonbane was to be expected. Oh, face. That's interesting. What if there's Pack Tactics, Freezing Trap? This is still the play, right? One of these goes over there. There's the freeze. They can't be a Pack Tactics now, right? I think it's not possible. So I get the kill on the Dragonbane. And King Crush is not going to go to my face because of the misdirection. There could be another freezing trap, but freezing traps are not quite effective anymore because of this one. Oh, some of those. Oh, I don't mind that. I have a tidal wave. I think we're doing very, very well. I think we're doing very, very well. Look at that lightning breath. I mean, but this would be a great opportunity to tidal wave as well. So do I want to proc if there's no snake or something? That will reduce the healing I get. Let's proc if there's snakes or something now. Because if it is snakes, then I get more healing. Yummy! That healing. That healing right there. That takes me to 33. That's the Bran.
You'll find me wherever the action is.
And then there's the misdirection. I was hoping it would hit the hunter in the face, but I'll take that. I suppose that's fine. I'll play some minions there. Okay.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Zephyrus for Tyrion, but I have another hex in hand, don't tell anyone.
Put your faith in the light.
They don't have Dragon Queen in the deck either. Because they played Polkelt, so we have seen all the good stuff. We've seen the Bran, the Rifle, the Dragonbane, the Zephyrus, the Zoo. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. What is the secret? I haven't seen a main deck snake trap, right? So that could be a snake trap. I can safely proc it. I can even play my Spellkin out there. Alright. Nice Leok you got there. Would be a shame if something happened to it. There's an Unleash left, right? And Unleash could be coming in the near future here. I think something like this is okay. We just make them suffer for a while until they die. So what else do they have left? They might have a kill command, right? Dead again. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.